with the best highlights across Northeast Wisconsin. This is Friday Night Blitz with John Miller.
This is it, the last night of Friday Night Blitz for the 2024 high school football season. 6 teams remained from our viewing area from around the Fox Valley. Who booked their golden ticket to play for a gold ball down in Madison? Well, let's start with our showdown game of the week. 2-seed Bayport taking on 7-seed DC Everest. Hard to believe, but Bayport trying to make their second ever appearance down in Madison. That's a pretty good program to only have that. On their first possession, handoff will go to Brady Moon. And folks, I said it last week and I'll say it again. All this young man does is score touchdowns. This one is a 60-yarder. House call it, young man. On their next possession, they grinded out a bunch of yards on the ground. Matt Stevens rolls out, throws it up to Sawyer. Torp Pirates up 14-0. DC Everest trying to make something happen. They air it out. Picked off by Mikey Jones, his third of the year. Pirates dominating the first half. Now, Pirates up 14-7, second quarter. This is a pass to Moon this time as he barrels his way into the end zone. Second half, Bayport up 11. Stevens, play action. Hits Bennett Depler wide open. But here come the Evergreens. Pass goes to Blake Bankston. He's got the blockers out in front, works his way to the end zone to cut the deficit to 7. They'll onside kick it. One last opportunity. Bayport recovers. That's Brock Gothier. They hang on to win 34-27. Bayport is heading to Madison to try and win their first state title. They'll play Muskego next Friday. Now let's hear from Pirates head coach Steve Jorgenson, who is standing by with former sports director, now assistant news director, sports wizard Brandon Kinnard.
Tonight, thanks, John. I'm here with Bayport head coach Steven Jorgenson. Year one on the job for you. You take over in the summer. You bring this program back to state for just the second time in program history. That must feel amazing.
It does, but Coach Westerman had this program at a high level. I mean, this thing was ready to continue to build. This thing was ready to continue to grow. We put an unbelievable staff together that I think is great for kids. They put in countless hours. And then this senior group, they wanted to be the group that was the example for the future in Bayport, and they wanted to leave a legacy. And I think they're doing that little by little, being the only second team in Bayport history to go to state. And God is good. They get to play in the final game next week, and they have a chance to make history at Camp Randall.
Celebrate tonight, I imagine, but you guys have work in front of you. A tough Muskego team that, as a lower seed, made its way to state yet again. What's on tap for the next week?
Same process. We get to play in the final week. I'm so excited that we get to go down there and compete. We just talked about we got 48 more minutes with this football team. 48 more minutes.
All the movement coming this way.
We're going to try to go make history against one of the best programs in the state.
All
we're
the
going to leave it all on the field for 48 minutes.
Guy right there
we're going to try to be the last one standing. That's the goal. We're going to attack it with everything we got. Our coaches are going to put together a great plan that our kids are going to buy into, and we'll lay it out there and see where we're at the end of the day. But our goal is to win the state title.
Well deserved, Stephen. Congratulations. John, back to you.
Now let's go to Marshfield, some Division II action where the West Pere Phantoms were trying to punch their ticket to state for the second time in 3 years. They're taking on Rice Lake. That's a Patrick Greisen touchdown. But the Warriors have an answer. Jacob Coons to Tanner Koltinski. Rice Lake up 4, but we're going to have another lead change. Greisen to Braylon Stugel. Phantoms up 13-11. Now it's Rice Lake's Lucas Peters. Take the handoff, folks. He'll be all by himself. This is a house call for a touchdown. Warriors back up 3 to end the half. Now Greisen doing what Patrick Greisen does. He's going to air this one out, going deep to Brock Story. Makes a nice catch in stride. That's going to set up a handoff to Evan Ott, who punches it in. West Pere up 21-17 at the break. Now we'll jump to the final 2.5 minutes of the game. 1st and 2. Rice Lake extends their lead. Phantoms had a chance to win this one. They were stopped on 4th and goal. They see their season come to a close. Let's send it to head coach Chris Greisen.
Just told them how proud I am of them and the effort that they gave. Just happened to be our worst game of the season, playing-wise. Just made too many mistakes offensively, defensively, special teams. But I couldn't be more proud of this team and these boys, and they're a special group.
To Division III we go. Notre Dame was actually knocked out at level 4 at Marshfield last year by Rice Lake. This year, the 2-seed trying to keep their perfect season alive against Crosse Logan. Bradley Check puts Logan on top with a 2-yard rushing touchdown. But the Tritons, they have Christian Collins in the Wildcat. He finds the edge, beats the defender, and strolls on in to tie the game up. On the ensuing possession, handoff goes to Charlie Hornacek. Shades of Packers receiver Jaden Reed. He takes the end around, and nobody's going to stop him. That's a 46-yard house call. Tritons with the ball here. You have to see this run by Collins. He breaks one tackle, breaks another, hits the spin move, and he barrels over another defender to get into the end zone. They win 41-21. They'll play Catholic Memorial Friday for the title at 10 a.m. Let's go to Medford High School in Division 4. Undefeated 1 seed Winneconne taking on 2 seed Baldwin Woodville, who knocked out Freedom last Friday. The Wolves looking to book their trip to state, their first trip since 2013 when they won it all. Blackhawks on the doorstep here. Taden Holdorf punches it in from inside the 5. His 27th touchdown on the year. Next possession for Baldwin Woodville. Quarterback Gavin Self. This guy is amazing. Probably going D1. Scampers in. They roll 40-16. Winneconne's season comes to a close. In Division 5, it's a battle of the Tigers. Wrightstown 1 win away from making it back-to-back trips down to Madison. They were in Rhinelander looking to take down Northwestern. Wrightstown inside the 10-yard line here. Quarterback Trevor Vandehei keeps it. Let's find him. Follows his running back Aiden Humpty Dumpty Humphreys into the end zone. Let's go to the ensuing kickoff. Northwestern's going to try to receive it. They'll bobble it, pick it back up, and then they're going to fumble. Isaac Hendricks for Wrightstown's going to pick it up, and Wrightstown is going to capitalize. Vandehei throws it to Jaden Kiddo. That puts them up 14-0. They win 47-16. They'll play Stratford Thursday night for the Division 5 title. And in Division 6, unfortunately, we don't have the Bondwell highlights for you, but they would end up falling to Grantsburg 34-29. But congrats to Bondwell on a great season. Now let's go to our play of the night. Folks, you just watched this one. Give me all the Christian Collins highlights. This should be on Kyle Brandt's anger runs. Collins breaking a couple of tackles, hits the circle button, spin move, barrels over a defender into the end zone. Collins had an amazing game. 5 touchdowns on the night. Tritons will be headed to Madison to play on Friday at 10 a.m. for a gold ball against Catholic Memorial. So to wrap up who we have playing for gold balls next week in the Fox Valley, in Division 1 we have Bayport, Division 3 Notre Dame, and Division 5 Wrightstown. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to all the Friday Night Blitzes this year. We look forward to seeing you next year, and make sure to tune in for our coverage of state down in Madison next Thursday and Friday. Thanks for tuning into our show tonight.